Hey everybody, it's Shugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Pokémon Colosseum. How was that for an opening? In the last episode, we finished up at the Under, and we got ourselves a key that we may use here at the Shadow Pokémon Lab. And in this episode, you can bet where we're going, right inside of this mysterious lab. We're going to use the main gate key on the door right here, and it's as if we couldn't climb over that door. Because remember, at Gonzab School for stealing little kids' Pokemon, they don't teach you how to vault over gates. Anyway, I think in the inside right here, there's an item box. I'm remembering there being one on the inside right here. Come on, please tell me I'm right and I'm not imagining. No, I wasn't imagining things. We get 2 full heals. Now, on the subject of items, I hate to kind of have a bit of the video being in a menu, but I want to mention a few things. I went ahead and I cleaned up my inventory a bit. Any hold items that I'm not using, I went and deposited in my PC to heal up item space, because yes, item space is limited. Only keeping items that I plan on using. I also went and bought some extra hyper potions, some extra revives, because just letting you know, there's not a really readily available area to heal in here, and you're gonna really hate having to leave and come back to this area so many times, so make necessary preparations before going inside. I also went and I bought some Ultra Balls. Even though I typically don't need Ultra Balls, my luck has proven otherwise in this series, because usually I play the whole game with Great Balls and I'm fine, yet I've been just having horrendous luck, so I went and bought some of those. I also bought some extra Timer Balls. Once again, having Timer Balls is great to have in this area. We got some TMs here. Not really necessary for me to show that, because you know what TMs I have. We will be actually using some of those TMs in a bit, though, so look forward to that. Let's head inside. So, this door is locked and requires a card key, so we can't do anything here quite yet. We got some cool-looking computers. It's a shutter switch present. You bet we will. And I would really hate having a purple-tinted computer monitor. That would be really tough to work with. So we open the main door to the Shadow Pokémon Lab now. Or one of 2 main doors, I should say. Looks like you should be able to interact with the thing, but you can't. And what do you know? We are now in the belly of the beast. We are in the Shadow Pokémon Lab. This is where all these horrendous experiments were performed on Pokemon so that Shadow Pokemon may exist. If you go back here, you got 3 PP ups. Not bad. If you have a move with low PP, you might want to use that. I might just use that on my Fire Blast. Just letting you know, you're going to be finding a lot more items in here than you'd expect to, so that's why I made it a point to clear out my inventory before coming here. It looks like this area should have something in it, but it doesn't. I never understood that, but well. Probably just a red herring to throw you off. So we head on down here, and as of right now, this area got pretty cool music. I like the music in the Shadow Pokémon Lab quite a bit. There is an unused song that is very similar to it, but we'll go over that a bit later. This is discrimination. Why do they single me out for these extra assignments? There's still packing left to move out of the lab. Grumble. Whoa, who are you? You were suspicious, therefore you must be intruders. So he fights us. We now have Researcher Myron. Myron is like one of the nerdy... I don't know, Myron's a real name though, so I shouldn't like speak badly about it, but it's still a pretty damn nerdy sounding name. And then again, it sounds kind of cool. I mean, like, he's got like... Okay, look at the Researcher's model right there. He's like... See if I'll show him again like on screen. I really want to point something out about him that I always thought was kind of funny. If they'll show him up close, I can do that. Let's see. I could do Dig. Let's do Fire Blast, I guess. We'll also do Shadow Ball. We'll focus our efforts on 1. Just to see what happens. Okay. So, if you look at his... Of course his face right in a frame. Basically, I'll just flash a picture on screen of it, though, because I'm getting tired of waiting to explain this. He looks like freaking RoboCop the way that his glasses are. It looks so cool. He's like... He's a scientist, but he's also RoboCop. He's like... RoboCop. PhD. I don't know. I just always thought that in WoW. If that Fire Blast hits, this is going to be like a massive overkill. And sure enough, it does hit. Massive overkill for the win. And that was a critical hit. Ow, man. Poor Voltorb. I feel so bad for that little guy. So we take that out and we go to level 41. And let's see. How about we just use Fire Blast on it normal, and let's do Psybeam, I guess. Not really anything else left to do. This battle's pretty much won no matter what we do. If we do that, Affection takes a bit more damage. I probably should have switched it out. Oh, come on! Double come on. Okay, at least that wasn't a triple come on, because I was expecting that to not work. At least it didn't survive that, because surviving a Fire Blast from a Typhlosion with same type attack bonus would be kind of pathetic, considering it's a friggin' Voltorb. And Corona just barely doesn't get a level up, unfortunately. Take out Myron? What did I do to deserve this? And he gives us money. You're going to be getting a lot of money here, so if you run out of items, I suppose you could leave and come back once. I hate leaving and coming back super often in this area because it happens a lot. And from him, we get the card key to open up the other door. So now we can get into the main part of the lab and not this little side area. But you don't want to go there quite yet. You want to go down these stairs because... This area look familiar? Huh? Yeah, it's the room that got blown up. And you can't go back to the other side to get to the under quickly, but what you can do is you can finally get this item box that was taunting you so menacingly when you were here last time. And it gives you 3 elixirs, so that'll restore PP to all moves. Not bad. So now that we're done here, how about we heal up Affection and then head back to the other part of the lab. Alright, I went ahead and healed Misdreavus up at Mount Battle because that's a nice area that has a Pokemon Center right at the very opening of it, so you don't have to walk all the way back like in Pyrite or in any other place like that. So we're going to take the card key, and let's open up the door. Just didn't want to use up items when I was going to be having to go outside the lab anyway, so... Alright, let's head on down. We are the next contestant on The Price is Right. Not really. I wish I was, but I'm not. So, this area is like a maze. There is a lot to it. You try to go over here, and you see that it doesn't appear to open from this side, which I don't know how, because this side clearly has little handles on it, and it doesn't look any different from the other side in any way, aside from having an arrow on the floor, so I have no idea what the reasoning there is. Let's, actually, before we go down the middle path, how about we check out this path first? I'm mainly just trying to get all the different paths out of the way. Nothing over this way, okay, besides an elevator, so I think I was right to go down the middle path anyway. See, I'm already getting lost in this area, and I've played through this game before, so don't feel too bad if you're getting lost here, because I do it all the time. I'm not perfect, and I don't claim to be. Okay, we can dump this data. Let's see now. What? Quit annoying me. You better get ready, or Master Ein will... Huh? Whoa, you two, you're not lab staff! Alright, he wasn't a required battle, nor did he have any important Shadow Pokemon, or any Shadow Pokemon at all, really, so I didn't think it was overly necessary to show that fight. The Down Saint Key is needed... Oh, Downstairs Key! The Down Saint Key! I am so stupid! Dyslexia at its finest, the Down Saint Key. And hey, this had a required battle right next to it, so I was right to go this way in the first place. Intruder alert, we have Cyberpeon Cole right here. I like how his mouth looks. I don't know, they all have the same mouth, but this might have been one of the 2 Cyberpeons that was intercepting us down at the under, so I don't know. Maybe he was the guy who blew up that room. I wonder if he had permission to do that. I highly doubt they would have given him clearance to blow up part of their lab. Especially when it was like on the basement floor and it could have like caused the whole thing to just collapse, I don't know. So we have Apom, a Shadow Pokemon. This is another case of a Pokemon that I would highly recommend if it evolved. It's a shame that it doesn't because Ambipom is a fantastic Pokemon, but unfortunately this one does not evolve in this game. Apom is kind of a less than awesome normal type. It's definitely, I would say, the weakest of the normal types that you get in here because I at least was able to think of redeeming qualities for Stantler. But for this one, I can't really think of much to say about it, really. It's just really generic. Didn't have much that set it apart until it got an evolution, of course, and that evolution just doesn't really seem to exist here. Doesn't really have any outstanding moves that you can get in other normal types like Strength, doesn't have Intimidate. I don't know, maybe you could think of some use for it, but I'm just not seeing one right away, so there's better normal types even with Colosseum's limited options, is really all I'm going to say about it. And damn, that Cast Form is resilient! And it's just to say that it gets burned. Cast Form is interesting. Right here you're going to see its ability. I like this a lot. I've never actually gotten to see this in Colosseum before. So it's going to morph. And now it is Rain Cast Form. Basically, depending on the weather, it changes what type it is, what type its attack Weather Ball is, that kind of stuff. It's basically like, if you know about Genesect in Black and White, it's basically like that, except it changes its type depending on the weather and not depending on what type of drive it has installed. So it's interesting to say the least. It doesn't have amazing stats, but hey, it can be kind of interesting. I'm kind of glad that we're getting to see its ability in action because how often do you really get to see it in action when the AI is using it? A lot of time when I fight Cast Forms, they go down so quickly that you don't even get to see it. Whenever they do get to attack, they just do something stupid. But I like how that raindrop on its head looks. Interesting bit of trivia about Cast Form, actually, is that no matter if it is shiny or not, it's different forms for the weather, be it snow cloud, sunny, or rainy. Its forms all look identical and are not affected by shininess for some reason. You know, it's kind of sad that just some random Pokemon that he's got laying around, I can find more stuff to say about that than I can find to say about freaking Apom. It's kind of sad when you really think about it. I'm going to call back Affection. I don't want it to faint, and it's probably going to this turn because it's raining and Remoraid's out. So let's switch to Marshall. So, sorry, Affection. You're going back to your Pokeball. Let's go, Marshall. Let's get hit by a Water-type attack and get healed in the process, preventing me from having to use any items. Come on, Apom, do something stupid. Okay, I'll take that. Now heal the damage off of me. Heal it off of me. Corona's digging a hole, okay. And oh yeah! I made the right move! Corona avoided it by digging underground, and Marshall got healed. The only way that could be better is if this was in the era when Surf hit your ally, but unfortunately we're not in that era. That would have been cool though. Let's use Mud Shot on Remoraid. Let's slow it down a bit. And hey, Quick Claw activates. Damn, I'm having a lucky set of turns here. Take that out. Oh, I thought I actually did take it out there for a second. Now I'm wishing I would have used Dig on Remoraid so that I could have finished it off. Oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say, I thought Swift hit both hit both of your opponents, but when it just was gonna hit Corona there, it looked like I was like, wow, that was really dumb of him. And it's doing Surf. Uh-oh, oh no, it's raining because that powers up Surf, and then Corona's weak to it, and then it gets anti. That was incredibly disappointing. Like, really disappointing. Like, Secret of Nim 2 disappointing. That was insane how crappy that was. After I was so worried about it, it just did that much damage. Are you for real? I guess to be fair, it's an unevolved Remoraid, but still. Yeah, well. We'll use an Ultra Ball on Apom right there. I don't even think it's even necessary. I could probably catch it with a Great Ball, but I'm not trusting my luck this time around. It's odd though because my luck is either really amazing or really terrible. I think anyone who's been watching me for a while could vouch for that, as any of you know. And it only shook once! Are you for real? Doing Fury Swipes. Should have switched to Affection. Is Corona really gonna go down like this? This is gonna suck, man. Do Flame Wheel to take out Remoraid. Okay. At least that took it down. That would have been pathetic if it didn't. Alright, I like... Remoraid looks creepy when it dies. Like, its expression on its face doesn't change at all. It's like it's really dead. Whoa! You can bet I want to learn that attack. Yeah, I don't want frickin' Mud Shot anymore. I want my damn Earthquake. 55 power, 95 accuracy, 100 power, 100 accuracy. A lot of people argue that Earthquake is overpowered, and it probably is. It probably should have something more like 90 power or 85, but hey, I am glad that Marshall has finally learned Earthquake. That feels awesome to have that finally. It's no longer raining at long last. Let's do a power play. I want Corona to not go down this turn, so we're gonna Fire Blast for it. And let's do an Ultra Ball again on Apom. Let's see if we can take out both of his Pokemon at the same time. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, and now, once again, 1. Dang it. I was hoping my tactic would work. Uh-oh. That hits Corona. It hit Corona. Damn it! There goes my power play, because that means that was the only attack that I called that turn. Thanks for the HP once again, even though I'm at full health. Did 7 damage to Psycho. It's kind of funny. We'll do Psybeam, and we'll use another Ultra Ball. Why not? Let's finally catch that dang Apom. Alright. Let's do it. Not fail this time. 1! It's only shooken once every time! Okay. Psybeam. Critical hit. That's what I like to see. We take out Furret. So now we just have Apom alone. Let's finally frickin' catch it. 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3. God, that took 4 Ultra Balls when it was low on health. Is Apom's catch rate even that low? I remember it being 90 off memory. I don't think it was really that great. Why am I the loser? Because you're using freaking Apom. So, I got like 1,700 Pokédollars out of that, but that was like 5,000 worth in Ultra Balls that it took me to catch that, so I had a net loss of... Net loss. I am such a nerd. Okay. So we head on down here. We have some stuff down here. As you can see, we have stuff. I like stuff. We got the DNA sample. You're going to want to collect these. There are 3 of them hidden throughout the lab. So, to make note of that, you can technically skip this trainer. I think I'm going to fight him just for the experience, so we'll be back in just a minute. Hey, now you're not supposed to be in the lab without your lab coat. Wait a minute, your face unfamiliar. Intruders? Whoa! Something tells me I should have showed this battle from the start. That is... Okay. I'll take it. That's one hell of an opening move. Also, really quick in this battle, Espeon is trying to learn Psych Up. This will copy the effects of the opponent. So, for example, if your opponent had used Calm Mind, Espeon would be able to copy the effects of that. I don't think I'm going to use this because that's honestly Calm Mind and maybe Cosmic Power are like the only 2 I can think of that Espeon would really benefit. I don't remember the AI using it that much, so I'm going to say no to this and keep my current moveset. Alright, so you're Wes, aren't you? The word is you've been wreaking havoc in our plans. So, this room is very important, actually, in Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, the sequel to this game. It's kind of cool getting to see it here, actually, once again. But, aside from that, scientists primarily use electric types. They have a lot of Magnemites and a lot of, Electrodes, and also a lot of Magnetons. So, because of that, I'm going to be showing off probably the more fun of the strategies that I want to do in this game. I'm going to be opening up with Martial and Affection, and I'm going to use Earthquake with Affection being immune to it. And that's going to hit... Oh, come on! No! Okay, thank God. Affection went down and I was forced to send out. It's like, oh! God! Some strategy, huh? Yeah, great. So, I'm paralyzed. I gotta friggin' deal with it. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And I'm not going to count that toward the counter. I suppose you guys can add it to the counter if you want, but I think it'd be kind of unfair if every time that I used Earthquake, it's like, it doesn't affect Miss Grievous. So, yeah, I don't want to do that. But what I do want to do is, I want to take off all those Pokemon in one hit, because that sounds like a great idea to me. Okay. Take them all out. Do that. Do that. Do that. And he has 1 Pokemon left. Magneton. Corrin. So you're the guy up on, like, Snake Way who gives us the Sinsu Beans, right? Okay, that's not funny. Let me use a Hyper Potion right here. I don't want Affection to go down. Like, I really, really don't. And I get the feeling that Magneton would target it before targeting Marshall. That is, unless it's really stupid. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's gonna hurt. Oh, God. That is really painful. It sucks because Marshall's, like... is pretty slow, so that's kind of the downside of that, but hey, not many ground types are all that fast. I mean, the only fast ground type I can really think of is Dugtrio, and Dugtrio kind of has a different purpose than Marshall does. So, not to mention, not even in this game. No Havoc, please. He's not a fan of the Havoc physics engine. Well, then again, Sonic 2006 is made with the Havoc physics engine, so I don't know. Then again, so was Brawl, so I don't know. It's got a really great game and a really terrible game. Battle all you want. There's no stopping our Shadow Pokemon plan now, he says. Well, we found an Apom earlier. We get the Down Saint Key! Yes! I still can't believe I thought it said Down Saint Key before Downstairs Key. But, anyway, now that we have the Down Saint Key, as I'm probably gonna keep calling it, how about, now that we're done with that wing of the lab, we keep going in the next episode. So next time on Pokemon Colosseum, we are going to be heading into the middle wing of the lab. See you guys then.